Hitman! Is it worth a buy? Let's read. As Agent 47, you performed contract hits on high-profile targets in exotic locations around the world. Unfortunately, the game isn't ready yet, so you only get Paris. But in April, you can get Sapienza in Italy, track down a scientist residing in the sunny coastal town. In May, the hustle and bustle of Marrakesh in Morocco. And as the story expands, you will travel to Thailand and pick up some ladyboys in the and the USA before concluding in Japan later in 2016. Yes, guys, this game now has been sliced and diced. It is in bits. It is now a cake that has been cut up into various pieces. And each piece of this cake will set you back a mere £10.99. £10.99, guys. Or you can buy the full experience for £40. So you get the whole cake for £40, or you can get slices. Slices. Is this the way gaming's going now, is it? This is just outrageous. It is absolutely outrageous that they're doing this. There's like a think tank of idiots in the gaming industry who just seem to be coming out with these bad ideas. You can tell they're not gamers. You can tell the people that have made this are all called Rupert and Trudy. You just do. They're not gamers. They're not fucking gamers. They'll just sit there in a fucking office and they'll just say, well, look, you know what? Gaming people are fucking morons. They are. Gamers, generally speaking, are, except for Mac. Keep away from him. But no matter what we do, they'll defend it. There's this army of fandom of people who will just, if we went into the house and murdered their family as a DLC, they'd say, oh, that's great, wow. They're just fucking idiots. So we should use these people to get us rich. And that's what they do. They use fucking fanboys. Oh, I don't know, let's ship everybody off to this nice little place for their reviews. And that will get us a guaranteed 8 out of 10. Yeah, that's a guaranteed 8 out of 10. When they're doing the maths on these fucking games, the PR people and marketing, they say, well, this is where the allocation budget is. We fly all these fucking corrupt bastards to our place, give them a copy of the game to review, a few fucking hats and a fucking poster, and we will get 8 out of 10 even if we served up some mouldy shit. That's guaranteed an 8 out of 10. If you then go to a YouTuber who is, he's just kind of doing alright, but he needs that big boost, and just credit his account with some zeros, he'll then stream every fucking night saying how great this is. He'll masturbate on cam to say, hey, look, this is fucking awesome. There's a few warning signs, guys, and I know I'm going on a bit, but there's a few warning signs. Here's the first warning sign. Whenever a game is released on the consoles, maybe a week or a few days before the PC release, you can guarantee it's going to be fucking wank. Because the reason they do that is because of me. It's only because of me. It's a Mac. It's the Mac button. It's like, whatever you do, don't let that. That's why I bought consoles, to circumvent them. So I can get round them, and still, that's what I did with the fucking Need for Speed. They tried to do that with Need for Speed. The only reason that never came out till fucking March on the PC was because of me. But they weren't keeping up to speed with me channel. I'd already bought a PS4, so yeah. I'm not a massive Hitman fan, but I do have fun playing the games. I have all of the Hitman games. Blood Money and this one. And I haven't got the full of this one. I must say I got my copy free. Greenman Gaming actually sent me this copy, just so you all know up front. And it's just the intro. I just got the intro. So how does it? Well, what you get, guys, is 2 prologue missions, like a tutorial, prologue, and 1 mission. Paris, France, French, Agincourt, Surrender Monkeys, Croissant Shaggers. That's right. That's all you get. That's a high XSS, you alright, man? That's all you get. Now, firstly, guys, let's get the bad out of the way, and then we'll come to the good, and then we'll finish on the bad and give it a thumb down and ring the bell, obviously. But that's rubbish. I don't know what do you know what, guys? As I honestly do this review, I have no idea if I'm going to thumb this up or down yet. I'll just make my mind up as I go along. That's the way I roll. But you're going to get everything. You're going to get the truth. That's what you're going to get. The bad thing is that you need to be always connected to the internet for this single player game. Yes, that's right, guys. A single player game that has DRM online on top of the DRM. You've got DRM protecting the DRM, which protects the DRM. And if you're in the middle of a contract mission and you suddenly lose internet connection because, I don't know, something happens, you have to redo the mission again because you get kicked, which is hilarious for a single player game. So you get these prologue missions, which are fake missions. There's no kind of immersion when you're in these missions. One of them's a boat, but it's on a studio set. There's no sea. It's a big cruise liner, but there's no sea. It's all scaffolding and mats and shit. And all the people that's in the boat are actors. And you were kind of proving yourself and learning the game at the same time. And then after that one, there's a military air base where you have to sabotage a fighter jet, and they're all actors as well, and that's another training. And I can't connect with that because I'm a fucking hitman. I want to see people on the floor on their knees fucking begging for mercy before I put 2 slugs in their fucking eyeballs. I don't want to play against fucking actors. Are you fucking serious? Yeah. So I played the tutorial missions once and I can't go back to them, so that leaves me with one fucking mission for $10.99. Paris. But hey, it's a great mission. We're on to the good bits, by the way, now. It is a fashion show in a big mansion, and there's 2 marks that you've got to take out: a tart and a prick. And you start off in the yard. You've got your invitation, you've got your suit on, you're looking the biz. You can actually change your suit and your weapons, your loadout, and also you can change which part of the building you start from as well if you go into the setup for each mission. Well, did I say each mission? There's only one. There's only one proper mission. And so you start off on this gravel path, and you can do anything. This is what I like about Hitman. You can do whatever. You are in control. You are not told that you have to do it this way. In this mission, you've just got to take out these 2 people, and you can do it any way you want. As long as you escape, that's it. So you're just a bastard. And that's what I like about Hitman. It should be called Hitman the Bastard. That's what I'd call it, because you are a complete bastard. For example, walking down the path, first thing I saw was a camera crew. Now, I used to be a cameraman, so I know how annoying it is when you are filming in public and some little comes along and just spoils the whole fucking shot by sticking his face in and going, is this on telly? Is this on telly? I got my chance to do it, and I've always wanted to do it because I know how horrible it is. So I'm walking along and I ruined the take by sticking my face right in the camera, and it was great. And they reacted quite nicely. It was quite good. And yeah, I did kill her, actually, if I think about it. I think I corroded her. Yeah, I did. I corroded her, which kind of ended the mission. But it was fun. But then I started again, and then I entered the mansion, and you know what? It's so nice. There's hundreds of people there, guys. Loads of people everywhere. Some nice breasts, nice ass. And you've got this kind of thing. It's like a bit of a James Bond thing. You can see the villain coming down the stairs, and he gives his speech and all the rest of it. And you've got to take that twat out. How do you do it? Well, there was too many distractions for me, because I fucking hate the fashion industry with a passion. These skinny fucking women who they look like men. They are so thin, they look like fucking men. Honestly, they need to go and have a fucking meat sandwich. They really do, because how can you shag someone that fucking snap? I mean, I couldn't. How does that turn you? What? You no breasts, no ass, skinny fucking ribs with pale faces with no expression, who walk like they're chewing a toffee between their ass cheeks. What the fuck? I had to have a go on the catwalk, guys. Nothing part of the mission. I just jumped on the catwalk and had to strip down, and all the people are going, who the fuck's that bald twat over there? And it was obviously me. And I got told to get off, which I wasn't happy about, so I found the security guard that told me to get off and stuck an axe in his head, guys. You gotta love it. And then I had another go on the catwalk, and this time I shot everybody because I wanted to. I walked down the fucking catwalk in Paris, pulled out a gun and said, hey, fucking skinny bitch, have it. I'm trying not to spoil the game by showing you how not to do things, because the way you do the game properly, there's more than one way. There's more than one way, but I don't want to tell you I'll tell you this. There just happens to be a model who is the spitting image of you, give or take a bit of paint on his face. So you obviously take him out and become that model, and that gets you access all over the bloody place. You can go anywhere you like, and it's great. But what I don't like about this game, one of the bad shit again, guys, is I feel like every 2 seconds I'm changing my fucking outfit. And it's kind of like, hang on a minute, James Bond's a hitman. He's just a legal hitman, but he's still a hitman. And he does everything in a fucking suit. He doesn't fuck about with, shit, better get dressed up as a fucking maid. Shit, better get dressed up as a plumber. Shit, gardener. Shit, security guard. Shit, policeman. Shit. You know, he just says, hey, look, I've got a fucking suit on, I've got a gun, pop, fuck you, dead. And that's how I would like to play this game. I mean, let's be honest, I've got a ball bunce with a barcode on the back of my head. You would think that people would kind of think, there's something dodgy about that guy, you know, but no, I'm fine. I can just be a guard, a maid, a maintenance guy, an engineer, a policeman, a security guard, a car park attendant, a waiter, a chef, you know, but all bald with a barcode on the back of the head, and no one thinks. The AI isn't brilliant. You can cause absolute panic in the place, and half the people are just getting on with life as if there's nothing wrong, you know. So the AI is a bit iffy, but it is fun. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. The game is fun, and I had fun garroting people, poisoning them, axing them, shooting them, and just finding various ways of taking them out. So that is good. It has the same old shitty cover system that's plagued Hitman games. Press the space bar and you go in the cover. You don't have to do anything. You don't have to think. You don't have to actually move. Just spacebar it is, and off you go. Now there is a contracts bit where it's basically a mission editor. You go in and you play through the mission, and you can tag people and say, right, he's an objective, she's an objective, and then you can upload them to the internet. You can also as well stipulate how they have to die and how you would dress when you kill them. I mean, essentially, guys, what I'm saying here is you get one mission. You get one mission that you can really connect to as a hitman, and that's in Paris. And as much as you can get a lot of fun replaying that mission, because it is quite replayable, it's not worth $10.99. Not for that. And certainly not anywhere near £40, considering you can pay £40 and be stuck with one mission until May. And then who's to say what the mission's going to be like in May? Because I bet you my bacon sandwich that I'm about to make for myself, this is the best mission in the whole game, because you're going to do that, aren't you? You're going to hit them with the best first. You're going to throw all the good stuff to the front and say, hey, look, buy into this. Look how good these are. But they're f***ed up with the prologue and the tutorial because there's no connectivity with that at all. Well, there is, because you've got to be online. Get its connectivity. No, what I mean is, immersion. Immersive connectivity as a hitman. Because, like I said, they're all actors and it's just a stage set. So, it is a toughie, this. It is a toughie. I want more than this. I do. I want, even for $10.99, I want more than this. I want at least 5 or 6 missions for $10.99, not one in a fucking prologue. Can I just end on this? If I was doing a Hitman game and I had access to this team, I'd have done an open world game. I wouldn't have had it anywhere near as scripted. I mean, a lot of the time you have to listen to fucking mindless conversations over and over again when you're doing a mission, because it won't allow the next series of events to happen until you've done it, which can be annoying. See, I wouldn't have any of that bullshit. I would just have people marked and say, hey, look, you have to go and kill them. You might have to drive. You might have to follow them in a car. You might have to go to a gym with them. You might have to hunt them down and stalk them for a long time till you find that moment, because they've got henchmen and all that. I would have a game like that, set in like the open, like GTA, like a GTA kind of world. But I would have it so that you have just various contracts out on various people and just let you do what you want. And this isn't that. This is it. You know what games feel like now? They feel like they're all just puzzles. They're all just in an arena, some puzzles in an arena. And I can't get immersed in that. And so there you go. So Hitman, well, the first part of it, is it worth buying? I don't think it is.